Hello guys, this is Kofi from FXGH Academy. Actually, I would like to go through some few market analysis with you guys. We start from gold, and as you can see, gold broke an uptrend, and now it's in a circle forming a downtrend. So this is our first shot of low. Now we need to create a higher low. So we are looking at gold pushing from this side to this level. That's a broken resistance, a support turning to resistance. So if gold tests this level on Monday, we should see moving from that side all the way down to this support that we see here, or if it breaks, we see it all the way down to the trend line down here. In terms of talking about the trend line, we are talking about this trend line. So if we see a break, this is what we are looking at. If markets test this level this week, that's a broken support turning to resistance, then we should see a test. From test, we see a market moving all the way down to this level. We are expecting the first exit point to be at this support area. When it breaks, we see it further down to the downside. This is for gold trend line, and we have a test over here. If we have a test, if we can get another test at this support level, we see euro card moving all the way up to this level, back to the resistance level, or all the way up here, or if further it moves all the way to the top side up to this level. So we are looking at this week, coming week, euro card should move from down here. If we can get another test from this side, we'll see it will move all the way up to the upside to 1.556767. So we should expect another pullback down to test this level before we go to the upside. GDP AUD at the 4-hour candle, we saw a broken support turning to resistance. Now if we're able to get a pullback to test the resistance here, we should see market moving all the way down to this side to close the gap here. If it breaks this trend line, we'll see it all the way down to this level. So this is for GDP AUD. Now coming week, we have a lot of Brexit news, so looking at how the market is going to work, if we see any pullback down, market can change its level and move in a different direction. But onto the technical aspect of this market, all the major news have passed and gone. So right now, we should expect market continue trend. So if we can get a pullback to this level, which is our resistance, we should see market pulling all the way down to the gap that was created last week. GDP AZD made a very wonderful move this week, and it broke out of a trend. It's still in a channel, as you can see. It's still in the channel form, but it broke out from the trend line. If we can get a pullback from this side all the way top to the broken resistance, broken support into resistance, we should see GDP NZD moving all the way down to this resistance, or to this resistance. If it can break to test our trend line, if the trend line if we see a broken trend line, then we should see markets moving all the way down here. But we are looking for an entry at this point. We are looking for an entry at this point, and we need to exit our trade at this previous low. So a broken higher low Now we need to have a test back before we can look for S further sell in GDP entity. Now GDP CHF broke out from a trend line. As you can see, this is a trend line, a higher low, and it broke out from the trend line. What we are expecting from GDP CHF is market to pull back to test this level, and we'll see it to move all the way down to the lower price, as the lower low price. We can get another resistance support here if market break this level, which you see is further all the way down. Okay, so that's for GDP CHF. Now we have CHF JPY. Now CHF JPY also broke support, turning to resistance. If we can get a pullback to test this support line or the trend line, you see market moving all the way down to the previous support level. So we should watch out for this too. Now Euro USD, we had a very massive move. So we are looking at market pulling back to test this trend line. If not, it breaks this trend line. But if you take this support here and pull down, we are expecting market to pull all the way down to break the previous low. Euro NZD broke out from a support turning to resistance. If we can get a pullback up to test the resistance, we'll see market moving to test previous support. If it breaks, we also test the test support. USD card, we are looking for a buy. So it's still in a trend, a broken resistance turning to support. If you can get a pullback to test this trend, we'll see market move all the way up to test this price. If it break, move all the way up the next. Okay, so if you can get a pullback, you can see what's doing. Now GDP card broke support level, turning to resistance. You can get a pullback to test this resistance or this one. We see market move all the way down to this previous high. Now GDP USD, if you can get a pullback all the way up to the broken resistance, you see market moving all the way down to test the previous low. Euro JPY, if you can get a pullback from here all the way to this side or this side, we'll see a sudden pressure happening over there. GDP JPY also broke out from a trend line. If you can get a pullback, we'll see further sell. Okay, so we have Euro GDP. Euro GDP broke out from a previous high. You can get a pullback down to test this level. You see market pushing all the way back to the top side to test these two resistance level. So that's it for guys. I will make sure that I will do PDF and send to my Facebook page and also my Telegram group. If you want to receive signals, you can join my Telegram group, which is down at where my details is. You can follow my signals and also have opportunity to study my course. Now my course is for 3 months. It's just 1,005 Ghana cedis. If you are ready, just give me a contact. I'll schedule a time period for you, and you can also join. Thank you very much and happy trading.